Hello, my name is Shelley. Welcome back for another episode of Comintern 3 in Black Eyes as PRC. So, in previous episode, we were fighting a decent bit against Hungarians over here. We conquered a decent chunk of Transylvania already. Oh, sorry, liberated. But of course, there's still a lot of work to do in there. Of course, the enemy does have the air superiority in there against me, at least above my air in here. I was also considering between the episodes that maybe, just maybe, I should take the... Oh... We've got an extra unit in here, don't we? Okay, which one of these is the... Well, I guess we can just take this core first. Load that into the transport. Is there still room for more? Not necessarily. Okay, so I was just thinking that I could maybe start transporting some troops directly into Romania or something. Well, it would be a bit of a long sail, to be fair. But, like, if I bring in some more reinforcements in there, because I have a feeling that we are going to need more troops in Europe if we are to fight against the Allies. So, if I can get, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 armies in here, extra. Well, I mean, we've got already kind of 1.5 armies, but if we can get another 3 corps at least here in a reasonable time manner, then that might be worthwhile. So, I think there's probably not that much Italian fleet or anything, so it should be mostly fine. So, I'm just going to go ahead and rebase this one in Constanta. We've still got the landing craft and all that to do some more transporting between Japan and mainland. So we should be largely fine, but that way we can at least get some more troops in here. I'm pretty sure that once we get more of the troops that are still in Ukraine to arrive to the front line, which are not that far away now, we can do quite a bit more against the Hungarians in here. Oh, there we go. A defensive victory. Oh, a lot of these... Oh, there we go. Capture of Tokyo. Oh, Iwo Jima garrison. Oh, right, there we go. So they got the event, and now they should be... Yes, they are going to be surrendering tomorrow. Finally. I didn't actually read the event, to be fair. That was a bit of a mistake on my part. But yes, that does mean that Americans are also going to get some bonuses from that event. Like, a lot of... I think they get some unity, and they should be reducing in... Or their dissent should be reduced. At least, I think so, but I'm not entirely sure if that is what happened. But there we go. So Japan is finally surrendering. Let's actually go ahead and quickly... Well, I don't know if we'll get there in time, to be fair. Probably not, if the combat takes a few hours. Let me just double check. When I going to be arriving in there? Tomorrow midday, okay. So yeah, we won't be capturing that in time then necessarily, but I think we should still be getting that area for us. Maybe. We'll see how the division of areas goes exactly. Oh, there we go. We got the mainland Japan fully. Oh, there's still a government in exile, right? Those areas went back to the correct owners, and I think... Oh, they still hold on to a lot of the Pacific, okay. At least we got the mainland Japan and Sakhalin, so it's all good. And Tojo is dead. Oh, there we go. So now that they're government in exile, how bad is it going to be? Well, I suppose, yeah, we just need to make sure that both Germany and Italy surrender, and then they will be annexed. But that should also mean that, one, there's a lot less revolt risk now in these areas, plus the productions are going to be much, much bigger. Like right now, it might take a few moments for it to sort of realize that, I suppose. But yeah, it's going to be a lot more. And I suppose our industry might get a bit of a boost as well. Oh, there's another garrison. Okay, well, let's go ahead and drop another, or start dropping another garrison. Or core garrison. Oh, well, that one doesn't actually need to be commanding a garrison unit there. Ah, alright, so there's another core of garrisons already underway. I suppose that's going to be enough to guard most of the ports, at least in Honshu. Maybe not quite everything, but majority of it, I would say. Let's go ahead and transport the core into Iwo Jima. We might take the core away and put it directly on the main HQ for now. And then let's get back to Hungary. Alright, so this one could probably move in. We are going to get a bit of more damage in here. Oh, there we go. Now that we cut off this one, I don't know if the Soviets are going to... Oh, actually, the Soviets are just going to start moving through here. Because they don't need to guard my border in here. So that kind of helps. They do need to guard the Hungarian border to some degree. But even there... Oh, there's a bit of a pocket over there. Very good, very good. How are the Allies doing? Okay, they have almost got onto Napoli. Oh, but they've also taken a large chunk in northern Italy now. Attacking from France. And yeah, Germany is only at war with the Comintern right now. So at least the German areas, we don't need to worry about... Oh, another hospital in Taipei. Okay, that's fine. Armor unit command and control advance, that's also very good. More morale for armored units, jungle unit training, and cruiser heavy anti-air artillery advance. There we go. So how are we doing on the operation techs? Anything ahead of time? No, not yet. There's the armor unit training for the extra organization. That might be something we should try to focus down a little bit further. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Alright, so we've got this core already in here. I'm just going to go ahead and start moving these in slowly. But yeah, they'll get in here and then we'll start advancing. I suppose we've got a few units in here. I don't know if that one's in a fighting condition. We'll go ahead and start moving a bit. Actually, we'll probably leave one here behind for now. Oh, there we go. We've got the victory there, so I guess I'm going to give a bit of support attack in here. That cavalry unit is not in a good shape, and it was already moving, so it doesn't have digging bonus. Terrain does still favour them, admittedly, but could be a lot worse, admittedly. Okay, there's... Oh, there we go. Finland's been annexed. Oh, and dual-purpose AA and AT guns. Very good. And what do the Soviets want? Ah, they want supplies. Okay, that's fine. We're going to afford that. So now that Finland is part of Comintern... Oh, right, there's technically speaking Italians over here in Norway. Right then. But that... Oh, that means that they've got the nickel now, right? Yeah, they do. It's only level 5 currently, though, so I don't think they have any spare to sell to us right now. Everyone wants my supplies. Right, so we've got a few units in here. We've got a couple of units that are in pretty good shape. I'm going to go ahead and start to get into Djibouti. Just to kind of push it further to the north. Oh, there we go. Days of victory. So we are pushing pretty nicely in here. Do we still have supply issues by chance in here? A little bit. A little bit. I'm going to start doing some air supply to the town from here. And then what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and just... How much can we have there? We can have 8. Okay. Not exactly ideal, but I think we are going to go ahead and get all of these planes in here regardless. I could maybe build the airbase a little bit. Just like one level. That should be done in June. So a bit more than a month to get that. Oh, there we go. More heavy, I see. Because we are... Well, actually, we haven't gotten that much factories recently. Oh, Naval Base Miyazaki is going to get another level. How is our construction practical? 17.5. That's pretty decent, I would say. But we've got fairly good medium bomber practicals as well. Almost 20. Cruiser practicals are also 11.7, so that's not too bad. Submarines at 13.8. The armor practical is a bit low. We kind of need to improve that a decent chunk still. Problem is, of course, a lot of the troops, or a lot of the places that we're fighting in right now, at least, aren't necessarily that great for the fuel, really, so that's a bit of a problem. So we're already moving into Sugia. So I suppose what I could do, just send one of these to the north, and then the rest of these can start attacking into Bayamara. There we go, there is safe, and then we've got a unit in here. These kind of need to rest for a little while, I reckon. There's another thing that I could do. I'm going to leave the infantry and maybe the mechanized division in here. In the city. And these two motorized units can start attacking to Zlau. If we just start pushing back the enemy in wherever we find them, really. We can... Oh, there we go. That's the shattering. That's another garrison. Right, we did not actually set up another core for the garrisons yet. Let's do that real quick. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and... Well, I can assign this under the Japan garrisons already, but I'm going to turn on the no auto assign, because I don't want the custom leaders to be stuck on a garrison unit. Not that these garrisons necessarily even needed commander to begin with. But there we go, we should be pushing it through there quite nicely. We've got a little bit of troops in here. I suppose the mechanized division, we'll send one of the infantry divisions to join in this one. They've got quite a few units in here, in Bayamara. I'm probably going to go ahead and move the mechanized division up here. And then I suppose if they're moving a lot of their troops away, our planes still need to repair in here. I suppose these are still going to be the reserve planes. And then these can be... Well, we'll let them get a bit of organization back first. We're getting a little bit of stuff in here at least, in terms of supplies. Oh, we are actually supplied from here. Oh, is everything... No, these are still supplied from Moscow. But I suppose this is a source of supply, technically speaking, now, since, you know, we're doing some... Oh, wait, no, that was the planes, wasn't it? Yeah, no, the land units are still supplied from Moscow. Well, alright then. I suppose these are not in that bad of shape, though, so I suppose we could attack into Huden. Oh, there we go, that was an instant victory. Let's utilize the motorized division over here to provide a bit of an envelopment penalty for the enemy. And then I suppose this one could keep on moving. They're doing a bit of bombing runs in here, but that's not the end of the world. And I suppose these two can actually attack the cavalry unit over here. If we can get to Debrecen, that would be nice, because that would be one of the VPs that we do need to conquer from Hungary. Unfortunately, we did not get Finland as a Comintern puppet right now, but it does count for the victory conditions at least, so that's one more step closer to victory. I'm not entirely sure if we need to do the war against the Allies or not. I'm hoping kind of that we don't, because this, you know, the series has already been pretty long, and once you get to like 1950, things just, you know, get a bit silly in terms of the text and all that. Not like impossible, but a bit silly regardless. Oh, they're doing the logistical war. No, that was actually a ground attack in here, okay. Ooh, Threat Interdiction Submarine Doctrine. Some more surface detection and sub detection for the submarines. That's good. Actually, did we ever unlock the... No, we haven't unlocked the Electro Submarine yet, but we are getting the prerequisite text for that. So that'll be good. We've got so many texts in research still. We did get the extra leadership. Oh, yeah, we got 100 leadership total now. That's pretty decent. I do wonder, though, so the... War exhaustion low, okay, it's 6,500. I'm just going to quickly check our info. So we currently have 4,700 war exhaustion. We are getting quite a bit of that per month. I suppose if we have a look at the laws in here, extended conscription does not actually increase that. We don't actually need that much manpower right now. I could go back to the normal conscription, to be fair. But that, yeah, that doesn't increase it. I suppose there is the economic mobilization. If we were to go back to that one, it would reduce the author recruitment. It would reduce our industry quite a bit, so I don't really want to go back to that one then. And then there's the... Which one? Is it the... I'm pretty sure there's something that is also increasing it. No, it's mostly the economic mobilization. There's a base increase for it, of course, so that's probably part of it. Let me just double check. Any better ministers in here? That one doesn't actually have that much better. The Ideological Crusader is pretty decent. Is there anything that would... Oh, there's a health and education over there, but that'll reduce the leadership, so I'd rather not go for that one. So I guess that current one is good enough. Then the economy, I don't want to switch away from that. I want my heavy industries to be numerous and belligerent. The health and education, that reduces the organization, but it does reduce the war exhaustion by 5. Oh, that explains it, because the base is 20 when you're at war, and then we've got the 40 from the total economic mobilization, but then we have the -5 from here. Anything in the science, that would be better. Well, I suppose the research efficiency -5%, but 10% more leadership is pretty good. Industrial specialist for the intelligence is there. Well, I suppose the construction practical decay is quite nice to hold on to, and I see efficiency for production. So I think that is going to be our best bet. Then Chiefs of Staff, we got the School of Maneuver, so I suppose that should give us the automotive factories a bit more. Elastic defense is there. Oh, Armored Spearhead Doctrine. Now, that would increase supply consumption, though, so not necessarily that great. So I suppose we'll hold on to the current one then. And then we have no extra options for Air Force or Navy, so I guess that solves that issue then. Right, so we need to win the battle in Myanmar. So these two can then start attacking into there. We'll go ahead and send in the Mechanized Division forward. And these two are currently waiting for fuel, which I suppose we could go ahead and send in these infantry units there. Moving the headquarters already inside our territory. Technically speaking, our territory anyway. Then we'll go, of course, another corps of infantry in here. We're going to start moving in, so we'll have a lot of troops in here for sure. But at the same time, we are slowly clearing out the Hungarian positions here. Oh, and there's another battle in Tasnad. Well, it's under Slovakian control, but it is German division. It does have actually quite... Oh, it's got the medium tank destroyers, doesn't it? Yeah, it's one of the Sturm divisions. Right, we are going to get a petroleum refinery soon-ish. We don't actually need the beach defenders anymore, but if we start constructing it doesn't take that long. We could, of course, you know, if we wanted to go full on optimization, we could definitely make it, or do a bit better than that. But right now, it's not really my biggest concern. We'll send another one to attack there. That one's going to stay behind. These two are going to push towards the Slovak motorized division. The faster we can push them back, the better it is going to be for us. Do we have anyone? Oh, that could actually join in the combat as well. So now we'll have 3 divisions fighting against 1. Oh, torpedo boat class advance, very good. And these are moving in. I suppose I could probably, since we are trying to take that... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and give a bit of support attack over there real quick. The quicker we can break the enemy in here, the better. Because the ground attacks are quite painful, though. I guess now that we've got the supplies in here and all that, we'll start doing the intercepting during daytime. in all of that. So at least we're very close by. So we'll get back to the airfield quickly. That's kind of one of the big reasons why we were taking such casualties before. It's because they had a chance to intercept us twice or more per trip. So that was the problem. Well, decent chunk of the problem. Oh, integrated AFV support battalions. There we go. And motor torpedo boat class. We are basically out of crude oil though. That's starting to look a little bit dire. Yeah, we got this one. So it reduces the speed of the motorized troops, increases fuel consumption for both motorized and mechanized regiments and combined armed troops. But at the same time, it does increase toughness and heart attack for those 3 units. So it's not bad by any means. Right. So is there anything else that we need to research in here? We do need to get the small arms, which we're kind of well, not really that much behind yet, but we do want that as soon as possible. Hopefully we can start pushing into the northern areas as well. So the airfield, oh, it's only going to be 6 over there. Okay, so we definitely need to build up 2 levels of that to meet our needs. I suppose we can now move in there. We've got some infantry also heading down that way. Oh, there we go. So Sasamara is going to be ours soon enough. I suppose this would maybe move up here. Let's go ahead and take the motorized division, push back through the enemy light armor battalion over here. It does have a bit of extra attachments there, but it's still not a very large unit by any means. Also put in another garrison unit. So yeah, well, we are converting quite a bit of energy into oil. It's still not quite enough. Ah, right, but we need to get into Slovakia as well to be able to cut off these entirely. Like, I wouldn't mind getting a small pocket in here, to be fair. Now with the reinforcements arriving, it should be doable. Oh, right, this was the core that already had one of the units in combat. So let's move these a little bit closer. And maybe use these to assist in getting into Slovakia. So where's Slovakia's... they only got Bratislava, so that's the only thing that we really need to conquer from them. I mean, we'll probably conquer more than that, admittedly. Briefly, anyway, at least. Oh, there we go. Another province gotten. There's not that much defenders in the airfield. I could probably go ahead and attack that one. And then we've taken that. Okay, so we'll send in the mechanized divisions to attack there. The infantry can join on this one to the west. So the attack on the airfield. Oh, well, there we go. Heavy bomber prototype is something that we can research again. We only got the level 1 thus far. But I wouldn't mind getting the level 2, quite frankly. We haven't built any, mind you, but it's just having the options, because if we want to go... I don't suppose we've started working on... No, we don't have the nuclear fission theory or anything like that. Which, that is a good question, though. Are we going to do that? Also, how far are the... No, the transports haven't arrived there yet. I'm pretty sure that we are at least on our way. Question is, of course, how far on our way are we? That's a bit of patrol fleet over here. It's not really that much needed. Is that... must be some American fleets around here as well. And is that's our battle fleet? Okay. It's been patrolling in there. I don't suppose we've gotten this far yet, have we? Oh, we have. Oh. Well, there we go. So we're not that far off then. Like, I don't know, 2 weeks and we'll be in there. Oh, and yeah, the Soviets are pushing pretty hard. Which is fine by me, actually. If they can get into Germany and make Germany surrender, that's fine by me. I do wonder, though, so... Oh, right. I'm just gonna... I don't know if I want to put in the division of Germany war goal in there, to be fair. So I'm going to see what the Soviets do with that. They probably don't do anything, let's be honest. Also, I'm going to go buy some aluminium while we're at it. The Soviets have a lot of money, to be fair. I'm going to buy it from them anyway. I don't want to give the money to allies either. And there we go. Now that we're clear... Oh, there we go. Victory at the Defrican. We're having a bit of fuel issues down here. Ooh. Oh dear. Well, there goes Italy. Have you used invasion tactics? Alright then. So, I suppose, yeah, the Italians probably didn't have a lot of unity, and then they got pretty much swamped there. Alright then, amphibious invasion tactics, so that's in the transports. We can go ahead and drop that one from the research queue. So we're down to 211 techs, which is still quite a few. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Yeah, we did start researching those already. Oh, there we go then. They got another airfield with quite a bit of planes up there. It's only a garrison defending it. Now let's also go ahead and take one of these, give support attacks, so we'll attack from multiple directions. One of these could give support attack, the other one can start pushing further in. And then we've got the motorized division in here. We don't have any other units helping there though, so that can start pushing further north. I guess I'm actually going to go ahead and get across the river here, So that once we get some more troops in here, we can easily then start pushing north to the Polish border. And cut off a few units in here. It's probably not going to be much of a pocket, mind you. Oh, they've got air build time reduction. Amphibious ship defense is advanced, so that's probably also ahead of time. I would hesitate to guess. Yes, it indeed. It is. Oh, and agriculture will be down soon. That'll be nice. And how we're looking on, I suppose, can we... Oh, we could build up a resource substitution then. Sure. Let's get some more crude oil then. Oh, Taipei is going to get some crude oil. Okay. Interesting option. We'll probably... Oh, yeah, we'll want to build up the industry in here as well, but we'll also go ahead and build the oil rigs. Especially the latter is going to be immediately to the top of the list. Oh, and tomorrow we'll actually get another oil rig. So the crude oil production that we have... actually, how much? 100 and almost 180 is produced in home territory, plus 10 from convoys, so that's close to... Well, it's a bit shy of 190, I suppose. We're buying a little bit, and we're converting a decent chunk as well. Well, they're doing a bit of bombing runs in here. We are taking quite a bit of losses in here. But I suppose each airfield that we take away from the enemy is an airfield that we don't need to worry about anymore. And of course, our interceptors over here are resting. Okay. Well, that's not exactly ideal then. I suppose we... Oh, did win that one. Okay, let's go ahead and get across the river. I suspect that the Slovakian motorized division is not really going to be able to hold us back for that long. Ooh, carrier crew training advance. There's twin-engine fighter, I suppose. Let me double-check. Is this part of the medium bombers? Oh, it's actually light bombers, but yes. It's part of a bomber group. I'm just going to go ahead and... I suppose we can assign this in here for now. We will need a commander. We do actually have a few custom commanders now. We've got 2 car commanders, so I suppose we'll take Richard Mickelson in charge of that. And then, right, we've got the 2 garrisons. So let's go ahead and put these into the 28th Corps. And we are now under attack on the other side of the road. We did get reinforcements in here, so that's not under attack for long. This one's going to be potentially a bit more dangerous. Mostly because of the air support that they have in here. But beyond that, it's not going to be that bad, really. Go ahead and moving a bit more troops to the west. And did we... Oh, right, there we go. We've got another corps of troops. Let's move these in. Oh, and there's the agriculture. Is that... That's probably ahead of time now. Yes, okay. Well, how much do we get manpower right now? Almost 200 per month. Okay. That does mean that our manpower pool should be improved or accumulating quite nicely in here, I reckon. Which kind of does correspond with the observable reality, really. And while we have been building up some more troops, we are also gaining a whole lot of manpower. Oh, there we go, more heavy IC. Very good. A little bit more industry from the heavy IC, rather. Industrial IC efficiency. And production, so those 2 are probably ahead of time. Yeah, so those can be dropped. So down to 207 research. Not too shabby. We may need to get some reinforcements over there, but I suppose we don't really have a lot of troops to send to that direction quite yet. We've got some troops approaching. It might take a while before they are in use, and those are... Oh, right, there's another corps heading in. Right, and then we've got the armies in here. These might be a little bit far away, so at this point, I'm actually going to go ahead and take the Western Army Group away, and then we're going to do... Oh, Kubyshev HQ. So it kind of works, but I think we're going to rename this into something different. I think we'll call it the Kharkov HQ, and I suppose we might want to get a commander for that. Technically speaking, the Army Group commander, or the Theater HQ commander, is not that important. Like, the skill that it gives, basically the traits don't really matter that much in the end, because the benefit from those is basically nothing anyway, for that high levels. But the skill level reduces the stacking penalty by, say, if it's a skill level 6, then it's 6%. So, you know, it's not that bad, but I suppose it does help a little bit. Let's go ahead and actually... Do we have anything else? Do we even have someone that is level 7 or maybe higher? Well, Alberto Grassi over here is pretty high level, to be fair. But he might be a bit wasted in that sort of position. With his skill... Oh, that's a level 7. I'll go ahead and upgrade this one to Field Marshal. And one of these divisions... I'm just going to use some regular stuff in there. Do we have still... What about the other mechanized divisions and such? There's a mercenary infantry over here. That's pretty good level as well, admittedly. Kharkov HQ, let's go ahead and get the leader over there, and we'll just go ahead and move this into Kharkov. So it's not going to be that far away from the combat. And then I suppose the army group can also get a lot closer. So we'll get this to probably over here. And then the armies themselves can get a little bit closer. Speaking of armies, where's the reinforcements? We have yet to go through the... Actually, have we gotten through the Suez? Well, we're not there. That much is obvious. Oh, here we are. But for whatever reason, I can't actually see it. So we got some troops in there. Right. And that can be assigned on the second army in there. Then we'll just send those ships back to Japan to pick up another corps. There we go. IC efficiency slightly better. Partisan suppression advance. There we go. And cruiser fire control computer advance. There's one enemy unit over here. Let's go ahead and attack that one. The other one can probably stay back for now. We got some extra production available. So I suppose I'm actually... We've been making a lot of basic infantry right now, but I think we need to make something heavier as well. Let's empty out the line in here. The question is, of course, do we make just infantry? I suppose we'll just make infantry for now. But these are going to be at least a bit more effective. So how's the assault gun now? It's actually not that bad. I'll get one of those. Get the HQ, we'll put light vehicles in there. Engineer is always quite nice, and we could probably put in the mix support for some value in there. So that's already 52% combined arms. We do not really have any artillery as such. We got the direct fire support, so we could probably just put in like a medium artillery. It would not reduce the softness at all. It would increase the toughness a decent bit. Then also soft attack is pretty high on that one. So there we go. That's it's not too expensive. When I say too expensive, it's still quite a bit per... Actually, how much? Oh, right, we can't see the numbers there anymore. If we go for like a 132 IC per... it's a little bit expensive, but yeah, we could get some of these. How much do they... Oh, it's quite a bit of supplies and fuel. It's not massive amounts, mind you, but it is a decent chunk. So we don't actually want to have too many of these necessarily, but we'll get a core of these. That's going to get us to over 1,000 IC required for production right now. Alright then. Oh, they're doing logistical bombing up here constantly. That's what's taking place. Do we still have... There is actually room in that airfield, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the interceptors that we have tucked away here. Now we'll move these into ERC. So it's about... Oh, right, because Finland wasn't part of the Axis. That's why they got annexed entirely. And Soviets are still fighting Italy, Germany, Japan, and Romania. Whereas I'm fighting still also Slovakia and Hungary. On top of that. So the Allies have basically cleared out, well, mostly the Turkish, I suppose, have cleared out the... Oh, and that's under British control. Okay, so yeah, Greece has been basically liberated. Italy has been, well, Rome is still in Romanian hands, but that's about it. So that means that beyond Germany, there's not much remaining. I suppose we'll just buy some more aluminium. I guess we'll buy that from the Dutch. Speaking of which, the Dutch, yeah, they have been liberated. The Soviets still have so many troops in here, just kind of waiting for me to clear out the border. Speaking of clearing the border, where's the Hungarian unit? Is that still on its way through? It may have gone around, I'm not entirely sure. But that can start pushing in further and further. Oh, well, we're going to have to retreat from there. Too much casualties. Mostly from the bombardment, to be fair. But yeah, too much casualties regardless. Oh, there we go, interdiction tactics. And then there's the light bombers, which we were waiting for. I believe we did get some more crude oil production already. I believe we had the oil refiner, or the oil rig. There's actually two. Well, that was just recently added in there. Well, I think this one was completed probably quite recently. Well, we're going to get some more in June at least, that's for sure. Maybe it was that one that we saw earlier. Well, anyway. Getting a little bit more crude oil production. It's already... Yeah, it's still about 80 produced in home territory. That might still be increasing, though. Oh, there we go. Pushing further in the north. The logistical bombing is definitely not helping our situation. But the planes, it will take some time for them to arrive in here. Actually, they have already arrived. Okay. Intercept, probably day and night, actually. Just mostly around here. Because that's where they are. Oh, no, they're doing a lot of logistical bombing over here as well. I think they're trying to bomb basically everything that they can. Oh, and we lost the province. Right, well, I suppose we did retreat from there. Well, there's the aluminium surplus. That probably means... Oh, yeah, there's a lot more planes suddenly completed. Right, let's get those settled down. I'm just going to go ahead and start building up yet another interceptor group. At least our plane numbers are increasing, so we'll eventually get the hardened airstrips. But that might still take a little while, mind you. How bad is the situation? Okay, that's below 50... Okay, both of these are below 50% strength, but we've got infantry heading in there. So as soon as these arrive there, we can retreat the mechanized troops, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're pushing it further and further in here. Are these... Oh, yeah, those are already pushing in. These are defending... There's even a Soviet division in here, interestingly enough. How bad is that? Okay, so that motorized division should probably pull back. And that one's holding. This one might not hold for too long. Minis are retreating the mechanized, or one of the mechanized divisions already. Technically speaking, in ground combat, they can't really beat me in there. But the bombing runs that are constantly happening in there is very painful. Now, I suppose we could probably just bring in a whole lot more interceptors from Japan and all that. Like, we've got another 8 squadrons of interceptors in here. So if we start bringing those into... Do we have another airfield that we could maybe utilize? I guess that one, but that doesn't really have the capacity required. So that one's got a little bit of space. Is that? Yeah, that one. Because our planes, we can't repair most of them in here. That's another problem that we're facing. That's another 2 interceptors. Let's place those in. And petroleum refinery in a few days. That'll be good, because we definitely need a lot of those. Plus, we'll get another 2 in June. So that technically should be over... Well, it's 10.5% extra of fuel. Assuming that I've understood the purpose of those correctly. We'll also get another oil rig done soon-ish. Another interceptor. We'll get some more infantry. These are a bit heavier infantry, but, you know, low, or relatively low supply and fuel usage still. That'll be quite good. And the reinforcements have arrived. There we go. Let's go ahead and take this one off from the group there. And I suppose we could assign it under the 4th Army. And then these can probably just get into Cluj. And then the transports can start heading back to Japan. We'll bring another corps. We'll probably go ahead and grab one more corps of infantry or something. Actually, you know what? We could just go ahead and bring the mechanized corps over there. Might be a little bit heavy. But I suspect the mechanized corps in Germany would be kind of useful. But with that, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if I haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.